So God intended for this end time generation to be a prophetic culture. And that's why we're feeling the heightened sensitivities or the pressure to become now more spiritual. This generation is a prophetic generation because it's a very visual, expressive generation. And that's what the prophetic is, okay? It's expressions, it's compassions, it moves, okay, it feels. It is what's the sensitivity. That's why we want to see people get healed. You can't even want that without the prophetic. So what does a prophetic culture look like, guys? A prophetic looks like this. A prophetic culture looks like this. People who love what God loves. People who hate what God hates. People who do what God says. And people who say what God says. I'm going to say it again. A prophetic culture. When you want to create a prophetic culture in your church, in your environment, in your life, it looks like this. It has a look. The look of it, it looks like when you look upon people who love what God loves. Not them, not themselves, not the people, the pastors, the coaches, whoever they have in their lives. If they don't love what God loves, it's not a prophetic culture. You have to create a culture. It has to hate what God hates. And pride is on the top of his list. And then you must do what he does. It measures back. It mimics back. That's what he said. We was made in the image of likeness of God, okay? So we are made in his image and his likeness. To look like God and behave like God. And then it says this, to say what God says. To keep your words in line with what you heard. If God didn't say it, you probably shouldn't say it.